What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Ralph's Garage YouTube channel. Working on the truck. I have a big update video right now for you. A lot has happened. A lot was not recorded. So let me walk you through the truck, show you what I've done, show you what I've left to do. Let's take a look. Okay, so I have it up in the air. Of course, I'll be back. Going on for like 4 minutes now. This thing's gotta be full by now. Come on. Hurry up. I feel like this is a joke. That compressor's been going off for 7 minutes. Let's go. It's gotta stop like any second. There it is. Okay. Now let's get back to the video. Alright guys, so like I said, I've been busy on the truck. I haven't been recording too much. I have some little clips. I'll throw them in the video. And then I also have photos. I'll throw them in the video as we go along. I'm going to start at the back of the truck and we'll work our way forward on what I've done and what I still have to do. It's basically like an update video because I haven't really been recording like I should be. So at the very back, we have this bumper. I picked this up off of Facebook Market and got that bolted on here. Here is the Holley gas tank that I made the video on, like assembling the pickup and all that. That's in there. I have wires run to the rear, part of that wiring kit that I got. These are taillights, blinkers, reverse lights, all that kind of jazz. And then going up further, I am still working on connecting the fuel fill. I need to get another piece of hose here or find one that's longer that'll fit. But this is where I ended up putting the fuel fill. I cut it in. That's like a fuel filler thing from a Jeep, and then this actual part, the cap, and this guy is from a Ford Ranger. So I just need to kind of finish connecting this here to the tank. So right now it's just sitting in there. The bed's not bolted on because it has to come off for some other stuff too. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't been filming. So I have my fuel lines. I ran them up. I got my Corvette Johnny here. And then my feed line goes up for the engine up there. This is that wiring harness that's coming back for the tail lights. Sorry about the noise, guys. It just is what it is. I have a relay that I put here for the fuel pump. This all needs to be wired in to the pump. Next time I pull the bed off, I'm gonna take all that and get that squared away. So yeah, my fuel pump wire goes here. This is my fuel pump trigger wire. This all still needs to be cleaned up. I have the transmission and the motor mounted. I got this drive shaft made at a local drive shaft shop here in Tucson. Made this drive shaft for me. Bolted up nicely. I am having some problems with the fitment on the headers. I'm making contact here, so I need to dent this in or figure something out. And then a couple spots on the passenger side right here. Right there, it's not really focusing. Yeah, right there, it's hitting the motor mount. And then it's right up against the frame rail here. I also ran the transmission cooler, and the lines go along the frame rail. I'm actually going to move them so that they're tucked more in rather than here, now that I see how close the header is. You can see the header is like right up against them there. So gonna move those. I got the front shocks on. The rear shocks are gonna give me trouble because this axle and the front cross member and all that suspension is from like a 70s truck. And on this side, the shock mounts here to here, so I think I can make that work. It's a little wonky. I might have to scoot that mount over. On this one, the mount is on the rear of the axle, but my mount up top is on the front. So I need to cut this off, flip it around and weld it back on, but I think I'm going to end up moving it in as well as here. So I'm probably going to scoot this over. It looks like actually someone already started cutting them off. So just going to keep doing what they were doing. And then further up front, we got the 4L80. I got this out of the motor and the transmission. I got out of a Chevy Express van. So it's a 6-liter LQ4 and 4L80. It's the later generation 4L80 with the top bolt. Should be good. It's all mounted in there. I use these CPP motor mounts. It's just how it is in the shop. That's why I haven't been really recording videos. I need to figure out power steering lines over to the power steering box. I got the bumper properly mounted, all in there. So let me drop this thing down and we'll take a look from the top. But here's the transmission cooler. Here's the routing for the lines that I did. Let me bring it down off the lift. Okay, now that it's off the lift, we'll start in the engine bay. Painted the underside of the hood. Took all these, the whole front end off of the truck and painted the inner fender wells. This is the headlight wiring, basically all the front end wiring stuff from that wiring kit that I got. A lot of that I need to sort a lot of wiring. Wiring is probably 90% of what I have left. This radiator I'm not going to use. I ordered a radiator that's a dual pass, so my inlet and outlet will be on the passenger side here, which will make line routing easy and give me room to run my intake over this way. The Holley terminator is partially installed. I got this firewall pass-through off of Amazon. It worked pretty good. I do need to actually take this off because I have to run one more wire through here, which I'm waiting to come from Sloppy Mechanics, which is the wire that plugs into the alternator to make that charge. He makes a nice little clean kit that plugs into the Holley power tap. So a lot of this is not hooked up yet. I'm just sort of figuring things out, kind of planning my routing. Like this one, manifold air temperature. Is this intake air temperature? I'm assuming is what this is, so I'll probably put that in the intake. I don't know. Still figuring stuff out. In here, that's pretty much it. Engine's mounted. Like I said, my headers, I have to come back out because you can see they're touching the frame there. It's touching the motor mount here. So I just need to put a couple little dents in there. But progress is being made. Let me move the lift arms and scoot it so I can open the doors, and we'll take a look at the interior. One more thing on the exterior. I picked up this driver's side fender, and this has the little cutout here to mount the spare tire. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not. For now, I'm going to roll like this, and that could be something that I could do after it's running and driving. But that cutout is here, and that allows me to mount the spare tire right here. Because normally the spare tire mounts up underneath the truck, but I put a fuel tank there, so there's no room for that. And I don't want to eat the bed space by carrying the spare here. Because, remember, Melissa and I are driving this truck back to New Jersey. And we're probably going to need all the bed space we can get. So I really want to try and get the spare out of the bed. So let's take a look at the interior of the truck. I'll tell you what I'm most excited about is getting this thing so it starts and drives under its own power, just so that I can not have to push it around anymore. It's getting heavier every time I work on it, and pushing it in and out of the shop is really becoming a chore. So thank you to all my friends who helped me push, and some days I do it by myself because I'm all by myself. But let's take a look at the interior now. Alrighty, so I put this kill mat all over, all in the back. Throw some pictures in of that happening. A lot of this is just a wiring mess under here. I'm really starting to feel overwhelmed with the wiring, but I know I just need to take it one thing at a time and just get one thing working at a time. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. This is all the Holly stuff down here. That's that pass through that I showed you from the outside. Lots more work and organization to do with that. I still need to order my Dakota digital gauges, and I ordered new steering column with the shifter on it and all that. For right now, I have this right here, this bar that I attach to the shifter, just so that I can put it in park when it's out in the parking lot, so it doesn't roll away. Yeah, a lot of wiring to do in here. Pretty much the only thing that's connected is the ignition switch and the headlight switch, but that's because they plugged in and they were easy. Other than that, as you can see, I put all that kill mat behind the seat there. Other than that, that's pretty much where we're at. I painted these. I got a window crank on here. It's kind of janky. The other side's just as janky. I got weather stripping. I put that on. So that's pretty much an update on where I'm at with the truck. Steering column is going to be a big plus, and have the shifter on the column and all that. That'll be nice. Power steering lines are on the way. What else? Oh, the radiator's on the way. That'll be a big help too. So it's really a lot of wiring. Usually I'm pretty good at wiring, but a lot of times I get my buddy Chris to help me out with that, but he's not able to come out to Arizona. Maybe he is, I didn't ask him, but I think I could figure it out. So I really just wanted to update you guys, because I know I haven't been putting videos out about the truck, and yeah, it's hard. It's loud in here. Right now it's pretty dead, which is why I decided to make this video real quick while I had the opportunity, but it has been jamming in here every time. One day I couldn't even get a bay. I just couldn't work on it. It was full. So that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and push this thing out so I can stop paying for this bay. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.